Welcome to the finals, where we get a pretty good hand that I'm not going to mull. I mean, it does start at 3 mana, and we do have, mostly 4 mana guys, and only 3 lanes. But it's still a pretty good one, I think, if we manage to get our stuff going. By the way, this art here is amazing. I love the lighting. Alright, Celestial Flare is not exactly what we're looking for here, since we only have one uh, white source, but it's still a good one to have. And I guess I should have played the planes first, right? In case I draw into another one and have to destroy one of his attackers, since he's a red deck and he, may have some aggressive creatures. All right. Okay, so at this point I'm like starting to get slightly worried. I do need to draw into more lands here in order to play my stuff. I obviously would prefer planes, but an island would do too because I'll be able to play a couple of my flyers. Kind of glad I have this thing though because alright, because I could eventually need to use it real bad since he's blue. I'm going to need to just clear the skies for my stuff. Alright, another expensive flyer. I guess at this point, if he attacks, I simply block it, since not looking to get a lot of mileage out of that thing. But oh well, that did not work since he did have a shark. Alright, so now, it's now or never. Land, please. No land. Man, that is unfortunate. One land here and we would be able to just get back in this game, since it was going to be Nephalia Sekai during his turn to ambush his Blur's Liver into, probably a Charging Griffin, but most uh, likely a Messenger Drake or AR7 if I join on the land. Well, we shall hope for next turn. See what happens. He had a 5th land, so he probably is just gonna play a ridiculous card like a Messenger Drake and just win right there. Oh, alright. He lost the flip, which is good news. And we at least drew this. It's better than nothing, I guess. Better than drawing another 5 drop or 4 drop. Still in the game, but it's gonna be tough at this point. We're gonna take 3, go down to 10, which is annoying. He obviously did not have a Trender's Outrage, because otherwise he would have played it. Alright, Griffin Sentinel starts to get things going, I guess. So now he just will not be able to attack. He's going to deal 2 damage to me with 2 of these guys, but I'm going to block this here and this here. It's not going to be a good proposition for him, unless he has something to get rid of my Griffin Sentinel, which he very well might. I mean, he now has a lot of lands. He probably is going to have to waste a Fireball on my Sentinel. Let's see. Yeah, if he's just going to do that, there's no reason. I can just block it like this. Unless he has a combat trick, which he might. Or maybe he has a shock. Yeah, probably. Alright, maybe not. Path of Bravery, huh? Since I don't have anything else anyway to do, might just play it and start pinging with my Griffin Sentinel and gaining some life. I'm definitely gonna need it. Let's hope his last card is not a Fireball variant. I guess it's the Volcanic Geyser in this set, right? The 2 mana plus X as an instant. Guess it is. Oh, so he's gonna bash the team? That's interesting. So let's do this and this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I take 4, go down to 7. Which is fine. Now I need to draw into a lane. Come on. Oh, alright. He's gonna get his shock back. And kill my Griffin Sentinel, which is gonna leave me absolutely merciless. Of course, I could draw into land and, just leave man open to play a charging Griffin. Yep. I mean, charging Griffin. I mean, a Nephalis guy to just get rid of his Blur's Liver. So we're gonna bash with his team. I'm gonna play my Sea Kite. Block his Blur's Liver. Ooh, he has a counter spell. Oh, he has a spell burst? Come on, man. So I guess I'm kinda dead, right? Almost. Alright, is there anything I could do here to not die? I don't think there is. I have no hasted guy to gain some life. I have nothing here that I can play and leave man open for a Celestial Flare. So yeah, I guess it's time to concede. It's unfortunate because I feel like I got kinda shortchanged in that game. If I had drawn into my lands earlier, I would definitely have given him a run for his money. So he has the shock, right? Which means that we should bring in show of value almost assuredly. Divine Favor could work, but he has blue. So that is kinda, yeah, but I kinda wanted to bring it. I think it could take a sensory deprivation, but maybe not. I think that thing could be pretty good for me. It could conversely take out a Griffin Sentinel, but the problem is I kinda want the Griffin Sentinel to be able to play the Divine Favor into something worthwhile. It's going to be 2/6 Vigilance. Guess I could take it out an Aramancer. It's gonna. I mean, it has been kind of underperforming for me. So yeah, I guess the show of value is in. But is there anything that I could take out to bring in the Divine Favor? I really don't want to take out the sensory deprivation. So yeah, I think this is gonna be it. Let's just play first and well, alright. I don't think I should mull this. I mean, even though, yes, I know I just died due to not being able to play my cards due to not having land. But, any land that I draw here is going to be good for me. Because I'll be able to play this, and either this or this. So I'm not going to mull. I don't think that's going to be in my best interest. Of course, I need to get lucky here, but the same will be the case with my 6-card hand, I think. I don't even need to get that lucky, I just have to draw lands. Okay. That is an interesting one. It's gonna get to know my entire hand given time, but it's not a very good card, I don't think. Even if it island walks, it's like my Suntail Hawk, so I'm not extremely worried about it. Let's hope I do draw into a lane here to get things going. Alright, that is a land. Which yes, is good news. I guess best case scenario here, he plays a 2-mana aura on his guy and I get to remove it next turn. Okay. I did review my Janice Chosen. Well, let's see what cards does he know we have here. Yeah, I guess I want to play a Master of Diversion. Since it hits harder than the Griffin Sentinel, and the Griffin Sentinel is not gonna be able to block here anyway. I gotta watch out for his Spell Burst, which I think is a terrible card. I don't like it. But he does have it, so in case he can use it at any time, I gotta be wary of that. Alright, that's a blur sliver. And I'm definitely gonna block. So he saw the Griffin Sentinel. Yeah, I'm not gonna play the Sentinel, I'm just gonna go ahead and play the Janice Chosen. So if I draw into a land here, I obviously get to play my Claustrophobia and get a token out of the deal. And of course, I need a target because I'm definitely not throwing away a Claustrophobia to get rid of a Merfolk Spy. So he's attacking. He saw my Banisher guy. Sure, still not gonna play it. Oh, that is interesting actually. Enters the battlefield under your control. Alright, so I guess what I do here is I attack first and then play it. Because if he is going to play a removal spell to kill my Janus Chosen, oh, he could have a Spell Blast too. That would be kind of annoying. So I guess I have to play like a Griffin Sentinel first. Give him the chance to counter something and then absolutely get him with my Sensory Deprivation. Let's hope he does not have a way to get rid of our guy. Alright, let's play this thing first as counter bait and this thing. If it's the aura, oh no, I definitely don't want to attach that aura to my token. That is for sure. Alright, so show's over. It's not gonna get to bash me with that thing. And I'm feeling kinda good about this match. Alright, Messenger Drake, when it dies, it obviously is not going to die since I'm going to either banish it or play a Claustrophobia. I could play Sensory Deprivation, but I think the Banisher guy is gonna do the job better here right now. Of course, this actually means that he could have a uh, shock to deal with my guy and get that guy out of nowhere, which, granted is going to be annoying, but oh well. What can we do, right? He's going to have to leave his red mana open though, for that to really work. All right, it is what he's doing. Okay, so if he does that, if he has a shock, which he most likely does, I don't really want to lose my Agent's Chosen, so I guess I'm just going to attack with. Alright, so he just conceded. Apparently he did not have a shock. Okay, that makes things easier on me. So, anything else I want to bring in? I don't think there is. Again, Brave the Elements, it's just not reliable enough since I have a lot of blue creatures that I would want to protect with that thing. Let's just submit the deck as is. Alright, so yes, I am definitely going to keep this hand. He's starting, which is kind of a shame. I wanted to get my Scroll Thief beatdown going here. But yeah, like having Angelic Wall on turn 2 against his deck of mostly aggressive cards is definitely going to be good, I think. And Scroll Thief turn 3, even though he probably going to have blockers for it, is also good because I could eventually draw into Claustrophobias and stuff. It's just an all-around good card, I think. Okay, he has again this guy turn 1 here, which is kind of annoying, but. And again, I start with an island when I should really start with the plains here in case I draw one of my copies of the target player sacrifices an attacker or blocker card. Can't remember its name. I will eventually. Alright, now he's gonna find out that I have a plains in here. Isn't that it? Nah, he found out about the one card that I did not want him to find out. Anaphalia Sekai. Okay. Split the thing which cannot block his guy, but he will likely be able to block his future ones. And then play a Scroll Thief and hope he doesn't have anything to block with. Yep. Still have an Anaphalia Sekai. The good news is, he now may think I have two of them. Which is gonna be, nice for me to try and exploit. Let's see what's the old divination, sure. Now I do have a second one. Man, he's so lucky. Okay, so I'm gonna play a Scroll Thief and hope he does not have a good blocker. Apparently he does. Oh yeah, that's a really excellent blocker actually. Yep, still have an Anaphalia Sekai. I guess Claustrophobia would be a good draw. Ooh, that thing. That thing is eventually gonna be good enough for me, I think. But as of right now, I think I'm just gonna, bluff, air quotes, on the Phalasikai. I'm actually hoping he attacks with both his guys here, although that is not gonna happen with a Scroll Thief on the battlefield. So I'm playing Sea Kite number 1 at the end of this turn, likely playing Sea Kite number 2 at the end of next turn. Alright, he did attack then. Sure. Is he gonna pump his guy? I kinda hope he does. Because that would mean he wouldn't have a... Alright, he knows I have an island. You know what? Before he can play... Did he play a lane already? I can't remember. No, he didn't. So I'm gonna go ahead and play a Sea Kite right now because in case he has something like a spell burst, then he will not be able to counter it. But of course he did not have a land, so... Alright. So what do I do here? I think I could play a Path of Bravery just in case. Or I could play an Anaphalia Sekai, of course. I'm gonna gain 2 life here from the path, but I'm gonna take a bunch of damage. Yeah, you know what, I think I'm kinda okay with playing the path here. I can perhaps throw my Angelic Wall here so he has to, waste his mana. So yeah, I think that's fine. I figure because this way I will be, gaining some life. I am kind of sad on blocking this guy's the Angelic Wall right now, since he will have, yeah, the problem with that is he will have a divination to play and then exactly 1 blue mana that he needs to kill my guy, so that's gonna be slightly annoying. So perhaps I should not block. This guy can get a normals. Could block with a couple of Sea Kites. Alright, he has 5 mana now. Yeah, alright. I'll let him through these ones. Not sure why he didn't... Oh, alright. He didn't attack with his Archaeomancer because 1, I'll be able to block it, and 2, he wants to block my Scroll Thief. And I certainly don't want to waste Claustrophobia on that Archaeomancer. It's certainly not a Disperse. Oh, alright. So he's gonna pump his guy. That is interesting. Ooh, clone. Now what can I do with a clone? Perhaps a water servant? Yeah, that could be okay. I could also like get an archaeomancer if I wait enough here, but I don't think. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna attack, and then I'm gonna play my cone. Getting to life, going up to 10. I'm gonna copy his water servant. He may have like a shock to kill my guy. But yeah, let's choose the water servant here. So I'm up to 10. If he attacks, I think I am going to block with the water servant. Yeah, I think maybe he can only attack with his merfolk spy. And next turn I can see myself attacking with a water servant. Or maybe not. He can just, block and pump it if he has enough mana to do that. I think he may have like a shock, and if he does, I will be ready with my, pump mana. Because he could like attack with this thing a block, then he does not do anything, and then, shows me a shock. And I certainly don't want to lose my water servant. Let's see what he does here. Definitely is not blocking the water servant. Yeah. See if he wants to trade here. Alright, he wants to trade then. I mean, I guess I could, pump my guy further in order to, force him to pump more and more and more. Let's hope he doesn't have anything really too impressive here. Except he did. Oh, but we do have a claustrophobia ready. Alright, that was excellent. Sadly, we're not getting tokens out of the deal this time, but still a pretty nice deal. Gaining life, of course. I guess he could, suspect that I have my second Fallacy Kai in hand right now. But, he won't get to see it because I would just play it before. The thing is, he may attack with his Archaeomancer. Nah, he won't because of my wall. So maybe I should just play right now the Seekite because of his counter spell. But if he counters that, he'll have to have enough mana. That's 5 mana, which leaves him with 2 extra mana to do his stuff here. I guess my dream come true would be like Blood Sliver now. Because then I would be able to just block it. Divination, sure. Did he play land? He did. So he is not able to block my Seekite as of right now. Which is good news. The bad news is he has 4 mana to play whatever he draws there. He has a lot of cards in hand. Which might make him run away with the game. At some point here. But I'm gonna try to, get the thing active. It's kind of an uphill battle since I'm at 11 life. I do not have a lot of attackers, and he's pinging me with this thing here. 4 mana. Blood Sliver? Oh, alright. Trained Condor. See what he attacks me with. Just that guy. Sure. play the sea kite and not block because I can't block. Just to, make it so that he does not get to see a card from our hand. Ooh, show value. Yeah, that is gonna be an annoying one to to have reviewed, but maybe I won't need it. Let's see, he could double block here, and if he does that, that's gonna be amazing for me. Let's hope that's what he does. Somehow I've been thinking it's not. I mean, the angelic wall does stop the condor here. Come on, double block. You know you want it. You know you want to double block. Yes. All right. So one this guy, two that guy. Let's make a show of value here. Let's just do it right so that we do not mess this up. I cannot think of a card costing one blue mana that he could have. Yeah, this is gonna be pretty good. Getting rid of both these guys. Now all he has is a soul merfolk spy. And my life is tickling up thanks to this thing. Although he does have 5 cards in hand to my none. So it's gonna be a long shot still. If somehow he doesn't have a blocker, then that would be pretty ridiculous. Since I would start to draw cards here. But yeah, somehow I don't think that's going to be the case. With 5 cards in hand, he's bound to have some excellent flyers. What I do hope to draw here is something like a air servant to just dominate the air. He may want to leave mana open for his spell burst, and if that's his line of play, he's not gonna get too far because I'm not gonna fall into his trap. Maybe he has like 4 spell bursts in here. I mean, a man can dream, right? But yeah, I don't think that's very likely. Alright, so he cast Blur's Liver and Pitchburn Devils, both of which are, cards I didn't really want to have to deal with. I mean, I don't mind Blur's Liver, but Pitchburn Devils is, oh, you don't say. Alright, that's a good top deck. Let's step that thing and attack with the team, gaining 3 life in the process. So our life total is slowly but surely tickling up. He now has 5 cards in hand. Let's hope, 3 cards in hand, 4 now since he drew. Let's hope all of those are like mountains. Since, yeah, he's bound to have some action. The problem for him here is he just has to have fires. Because if he doesn't, it's gonna get pretty hard for him to do anything here. Since I have him dead in 2 turns, he's in good game, so he probably does not have. Oh, maybe he's playing something ridiculously amazing. Alright, time ab. Targeting my sea kite. So it's not a good game yet. And you know what? I don't think I'm gonna fall for his trap. If that's what he wants to happen here. If I attack with this guy, he could block and get to untap his Pitchburn Devils, but then I would get to draw an extra card. You know what? I think I'm okay with that. Since it's flyers that are going to win the game, really. And this way I go up to 17 life. Alright, so he went down to 2, which means that I have absolutely no incentive to play my sea kite right now. Only if he taps out beyond the point where he can spell burst my sea kite. Let's see. Another Merfolk Spy. Yeah, that is not going to do. It's really not a very good card at the end of the day. I didn't even get my Suntail Hawk into my main deck, so that is kind of a better Suntail Hawk against me. Alright, well, he may have Spell Burst. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. If he has a Spell Burst, that is going to leave him with 2 mana up to do his thing. Which means that I am okay with him countering the Sea Kite anyway. So he can do that if he wants to. Oh, alright, he has a Shock. Sure. That's not going to help him. Alright, Spell Blast. Still not going to help him. So I guess we did run away with this game, huh? Okay. And you know, even though this thing never pumped my team, it was still very important for me to gain some life, stay on the race. Alright, there we are. A QP, some packs, a Wind Rider Sphinx that looks more like a demon with those horns. Anyway, thanks for watching and see you next time.